program, and I don't know if you've caught some of what he has been speaking about. Okay, let me ask you this question by way of hearing from you, Honorable Egoh. Incomprehensible innuendo is that, what is he saying exactly when he says that none of this is intended to undermine our institutions? It is intended to reinforce confidence that truth be established. Is he suggesting that the children and the teachers, it was all an act, that they weren't abducted, and that they haven't been in the bush camps for all of this time? So what's your read of this situation after he has said that the scrutiny he is demanding from the UN and international human rights organizations is not intended to malign our own security forces or the heroic efforts of our men in uniform? So much so that we lost 3 of them, if I remember correctly. I think it was 3, which one would have been too much, too many. One would have been too many. But so what's your take on what Governor Seyi Makinde seems to be suggesting, never mind his denial that it's not meant to malign anybody? Your thoughts, Honorable Egoh.
Yes, yeah. What I would say is that I'm not really disappointed but surprised, because I don't know what Makinde's statement, calling your United Nations to prove, I don't know, is it the kidnapping or the recovery of the children? I don't know what is intended to achieve, because this is something that happened. These children were in the bush for over 56 days?
Yeah.
For 56 days. He was in the state. He couldn't bring them out for 56 days. And then people sacrificed their life. Soldiers died. Security agencies died. Even Ameteku, I understand Ameteku people died. And those are members of his security in the state. Instead of him to sympathize with the family of those who died, he's calling on United Nations. To do what? To achieve what? For instance, Chibok girls were kidnapped well over 60 years ago. Close to 60 years ago. Not all of them have been recovered up to now. Why has he not called on United Nations to play a role there? What role has United Nations got to play? Rather than for United Nations to congratulate Nigeria for securing the release of these children. You know, the last time I spoke on this your program, I did say that the federal government is trying to take over the whole security of the nation for itself unnecessarily. The first article of the Constitution says that those who are ruling, the president, the governor, and the local government, the oath they sign, the Constitution says that is to see to the welfare and security of its citizens. The president signed that oath. Makinde governor signed that oath. Local government chairman signed that oath. So why must it be only the president try to cover the 36 states of the Federation? It's not possible. I think that we should place it squarely. You know, security, civilian securities in every state should be in the hands of the governor, because he's the chief security officer of the state, and he has signed the constitutional oath that security and welfare of citizens is his first assignment. To that extent, we can say that Makinde has failed. The presidency needs to make it very clear. Every state protect your people. When the problem is beyond the state, the federal government joins. Of course, federal government will make available the ability and everything. But the governor, it should be the governor's first responsibility to recover anybody that is kidnapped. In fact, they should make it known nationally that if anybody is kidnapped, whether it's school children or individual, the first person they should run to, report to, is the local government chairman and the governor. Those are the people that they should report to, not even the presidency. Because if Makinde knows the oath he signed and his duty. He would not be saying what he's doing, because what he's trying to do is to undermine the efforts of the federal government and to discourage the security agencies who did this work. Okay. The whole world is applauding the government for being able to recover these people. They know that this security challenge has been there before the president. And now that it's coming close to election, they are trying to use it for campaign so that people will say, oh, the president is not able to secure security of the nation. I think we must make it known that it is the governor's first responsibility. Every governor knows the bush, the wilderness, the forest that is in this location. The president does not know the forest that is in Oyo State. It's the governor that knows it, which is local government chairman. President does not know the bush that is in the Sokoto State, or in Katsina State, or in Borno State for that matter. President does not know.
Okay.
The presidential team are far off from there. Okay. So what I'm saying is that I'm disappointed that Makinde is bringing that kind of thing. I understand he's going for presidency, but this should not be the way that he should do it. Because even the presidency first acknowledged his effort initially. Now it's coming back. So let it go and bring United Nations. What role will they play?
Okay.
To investigate how the children were recovered? I don't understand.
All right then.